Hi everyone, welcome back. We're down at work again today and I thought I would just show you quickly this Bailor standard single row cultivator manufactured in 1923 by the Bailor Plough Manufacturing Company. These are quite rare. There's two more of these that I know of in Australia, both in the eastern states, and there's another two or three that I've managed to find in America. But it is quite an unusual little tractor. This was designed for market gardens, for cultivating small areas between your row crops to help control the weeds and for when you're planting and things like that. For where the standard tractors of that sort of era were just too big and heavy, but they were trying to get people away from horses and to more mechanical means of planting. It has a 4-cylinder petrol Leroy engine in it. It has a 2 forward speed and 1 reverse gearbox and differential set in here. It is really awkward to drive. So from the driver's seat back here, the first thing is you can't see where you're going. All you can see is the back end of the petrol tank, and then you've got to stick your head right out round it to see what's on either side of you. It is set quite high up, and the idea was that from the driver's seat you actually were supposed to be watching your cultivator points and where you were heading down your row crops, so you looked down rather than in front of you. The other thing is it's really awkward to drive. So you're sitting on the seat here and the steering wheel is right in front of you and the clutch pedal here is almost at the same level as the seat. There's two other pedals down here which I believe were originally connected to the cultivator to help raise and lower them as you were working, but we also have these two levers on either side to raise and lower the cultivator mechanism. So from the seat you've got to reach right forward here to the gear lever. It's got 2 forward gears, 1 reverse gear, and you've got steering brakes here, which are really awkward to reach from where you're sitting. Other than those brakes, there's not a lot in the way of braking on this, so they are actually your stopping brakes as well. Now, one of the curious things about this is the way the front axle is set up. So originally I believe they did a model with just a single tricycle front wheel on it before they went to the 2 front wheels because they were getting bogged with them. But because of the way the rack and pinion steering arrangement is set up, you can actually spin the front wheels right round 360 degrees. There's no good reason for being able to do this, so I'm not quite sure why they made this possible. So it's a rather curious machine, and I believe that the reason that there's not many of them left is because they were really awkward and not very good at doing what they were supposed to. I haven't had this one running for a couple of years, but I'll see if it's going to go. Usually this one starts pretty easily. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm just going to put petrol straight in the float chamber. It will run for about 1.5 minutes just on the petrol that's in there. One of the other really curious things about this is you expect engine parts to be hot when they have been running. But the intake manifold on this works almost like an air conditioner as it vaporizes the fuel and sucks it through the venturi and stuff. This curve here gets really cold and will almost freeze if it's been running for a while. The other curious thing on here is to check the oil. We have this little wire here, and that's on a float that sits in the oil. So we know that it's got plenty of oil in it because it's starting to rise back up to the top of where it sits. Anyway, I'll throw some fuel in this now and we'll see if it will run. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.